Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So first of all, I'll start with my spoolie and brush my eyebrows. Then with my Davis number 3 eye pencil, I'll just shape them into the shape that I like. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Tell me your thoughts about this. So after I've shaped them, and I'll go back with my spoolie and just brush them. And then I'm taking my concealer in the shade Chestnut just to define my eyebrows with that flat brush. So I like my eyebrows really simple, and I don't like them too thin. I just like them being a little bit thick, just the way I prefer. So this look is called a chocolate brown look. You can call it a cocoa look, something that we go for chocolate colors. So after I'm done, I'm going again with my spoolie and just brushing it. So with the concealer that was left on my hand, I'll use that to prime my lid before my eyeshadow. And then with my powder, I'll just set that concealer up. Today I'm using my Huddah Stargirl Edition new eyeshadow palette. Yeah, and then I'm going to start with the shade Jobag to use that as my transition color, and with that fluffy brush I'll just put that on top of my crease just to have a really good transition color there. And then after Jobag, I'm going in with the shade Kisumu in the same palette and use that on my crease now. I know it's brown, so it doesn't show that much, but when you continue building it, it ends up leaving a color that really looks chocolatish, because that is what we are going for. And then with another brush, I'm going with the color Juba, and I'll use that at the end of my lid there, because I want to apply shimmer in front of my lid near my tear duct, and then a little bit of that will go on my crease as well. So I slowly blend it in. And the more you keep on building, the more the color gets visible. And then with my setting spray and the flat brush, I just use that to spray in order when I take the color Gaborone, I can have a really good pigmentation of that color, and then apply that on the center of my lid just to get a little bit of shimmer. And then I also use the color Yaounde in front of my lid there on my tear duct, just to mix two shimmery colors in her. And then lastly, I'm going to take the color Juba again just to blend the ends of it. Now I'm applying my Huddah eyeliner. Today I'm really going for a simple eyeliner, just a stroke of it and somehow like a cat eye. So you can do what you want. You can do a wing if you want, or so then I'll curl my lashes with my lash curler. And then with my Maybelline Volume Express mascara, I'll just use that, take off the excess and apply that. And because of this look, I don't want to put on falsies. I'm just going to be really gentle with them and trying to define them and make sure they have volume on them, so that they can really pop out. And I told you in another video that if you're not wearing lashes, you can always go a second round with your mascara. So with my Maybelline Master Prime, I just prime my face, and then always with my orange color corrector, I'll use that around my mouth to make sure that at least it's not that dark, because that's the area that I tend. And today I'll be using my black opal foundation stick foundation, sorry, in the shade Hazelnut. I've not used this foundation for a while, so I decided just to use it and see how it will go with this look. So I'll blend it with my damp beauty blender. And this foundation in particular is not 24-hour coverage, so if you want it to be, it's okay to go like twice with it. So you see here I'm going twice in the places where I still have spots, and see if I'll get that coverage, at least a coverage there. So at least there it looks a bit covered. So I decided to go back with my Maybelline foundation because I needed that full coverage, especially around my mouth, and there between my eyebrows I have a scar. So after that I'll just use my foundation brush and just blend everything up. So with my concealer in the shade Toffee, I'm using my concealer in the shade Toffee to highlight, and then I'll mix it with the one called Toast. Hope it's Toast, because I don't want it to be too bright. I just want it to blend really well, and you can see that it blends really nicely. Then I'll just set the concealer with my banana setting powder. And by now you already know that I don't just bake, after setting that, I blend it all up. So with my damp beauty blender again, I just go in and blend it to make sure it's all set up. Then with my brush, I'll just powder it all off. So I'm doing my under eye with the same shades that I used on top. That is Juba and Kisumu mixed together. Then I'll go in with Gaborone and Yaounde and just have a little glow at the end there. So with my eyeliner, I'll underline my eye also, because I've told you I'm going in for a cat eye, for a simple cat eye. So I want to create that. So you take it in front of the edge there just to have that cat eye. After blending it all, going in again with my powder just to make sure that I cover all the fallouts. So I'm using the shade, which one did I use? So I've contoured with the shade called Juba in the Huddah eyeshadow palette, and then I'm using my powder just to define that, to make sure that my cheekbones really show up. And then I blend it with my brush. And now I can use the color Daula as my blush there, just a simple tiny color that blends in really well. And then with my brush, I just blend it all up. So with my powder, L.A Finish pressed powder, I'll just set everything up now. Then with my Anastasia Glow Kit, I'm using the color Dripping in Gold to just highlight my face. Then with my brush, I always go in again to blend it just to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. and then I'll just use my Bare Minerals mascara on my lower lashes. Then with my Estee Lauder setting spray, I'll just set my face. And then lastly, I'll just use my Joanna K lipstick in the shade Fearless, which is chocolate, because we want to match our eyes with the lips. That is why it's called chocolate makeup look. So I'll just clean that up. I hope you noticed that I did change the light, so that's why you can see me bright at the end. I thought that the first light was not good, so I hope it really worked. So that's the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching.